Okay, FST students, today we're going to do our finger snapping activity, and thank you so much for turning in your finger snaps for me so we can make this video for you tonight so we can share it out on Tuesday morning. So if you want to bring up this PowerPoint slideshow, normal distribution. What is a normal distribution curve? So I ask you to submit your finger snaps, and what we're going to do is we're going to take and put that data that you came up with right in our graphing calculators. So if you want to get your calculator out and go ahead and start typing those numbers in. I already did mine ahead of time to try to save us some time. So we're going to do that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take and actually sort this data so it goes from smallest to largest, because it's going to work out for us what we're going to do later on. So we're going to go to Stat. And then right here, you see where it says sort ascending. So we want to go from smallest to largest. So we're going to go here, press enter. We want it to look at L1 because that's where our data's at. And we'll press enter. Okay. All right. And then if you go to stat edit, you will see now all our data is in order. Make sure that you have 20 data items entered. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we need to find our mean and our standard deviation. So we're going to go to stat, we're going to go to calculate, one variable, and we want to tell it to look at L1. And we have the X with the bar on top, that is our mean. So we want to make note of that. So jot that number down somewhere. And then our standard deviation, check that out, it is 7.10. So that's what we need for that. Okay, so we're going to go back here and take a look at what we have here. Let's see. So right here, we're going to take the data we have and we are going to create a histogram. So we're going to come over here. And what we're going to do is this. We're going to pick a spot somewhere on this graph right here, nothing really crazy, but just kind of like right dab in the middle. And we are going to write this here as right here. This is going to be our mean, and our mean is 57.8. So we're going to do 57.8 right here. This is our mean. Okay. All right, now what we want to do is we want to go one above the mean. So we're going to do that. So we're going to put a tick mark right here. One above the mean. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 57.8. We're going to add 7.1 to that. That's 64.9. So you guys want to take and write that number down right here, 64.9. Okay, then we are going to go another standard deviation above the mean, so one more. So we're going to go here. So we're going to take 64.9 and we're going to add, get rid of this here, we're going to add 7.1 to that, which is a nice 72. I'm going to do 72. And then we're going to take and add another line here, add 7.1 to that, and that's 79.1. So we'll write 79.1 for that. And I don't think anybody got any more than 79 finger snaps when we did this experiment. So now we're going to go to the left of the mean. So we're going to come over here. We're going to take 57.8. We're going to subtract 7.1 from that. And that's going to be 50.7. So 50.7. Then we're going to add another line right here. And we are going to subtract 7.1 from that, which is 43.6. And then we're going to take and subtract again. So that is going to be 36.5. So 36.5. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to go to our calculator and we are going to count how many people got figure snaps between 57.8 and 64.9. So I'm going to go here, go to stat. I'm going to go here. We're going to go through our list. We're going to count 57.8. Who got bigger than that and less than 64.9? So there's 1 at 60, 2, 3, 4, and that's it, 4. So we have a total of 4 of us. So we're going to come over here. We're going to mark these off. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, I'll make a 4 right here. And then we'll take and draw a bar graph that goes up to 4. So we'll go here. And we'll go across here. And then down here like this. Okay, so that's 4. All right, now we need to count how many got bigger than 64.9 and less than or up to 72. So we're going to go here. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we got 5 there. Okay, so we're going to come here and we're going to put a bar right here. It's going to be 5 there. So we're going to put a 5 here. And we're going to draw a bar that goes up to that. So we're going to go up to 5 here. That is a 5. And nobody got bigger than 72 finger snaps. So we're going to stop right there. Okay, now we're going to go back to our graph. We're going to, or our calculator. We're going to look for numbers between 50.7 and 57.8. So we need to go back here. Okay, so we need to go, that would be, go backwards, right? So we have between 50.7 and 57.8, right? Okay, so we got to go back here. So there's 57, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no. So we need to do 7, right? So that's going to be 7 right there. So I'm going to come over here. So it's 5, 6, 7's right here. Put a 7 here. And I need to draw a bar up to that point. So we're going to go up here, up to 7, come across here, and that's 7. Okay. Now I need to go between 43.6 and 50.7. So we'll go here. So that would be this 50, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 of them. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and draw my bar. So I'm going to come up here to 4. And here we go, 4. And if I count up, I should have what, 20, right? So there's 4, 7, that's 11, plus 4 more, that's 15, plus 5 more, that gives me my 20. Okay, so this is our frequency over here, and this is counting the number of figure snaps I have. So really quick, right here, this is our mean here. This is right here, 1 standard deviation above the mean. This right here is 2 standard deviations above the mean. Over here, this bar, this is -1. That's -1 standard deviation. That's 1 standard deviation below the mean. And this is -2. This is 2 standard deviations below the mean. Okay, so is our curve normally distributed? So the answer is no, it is not. Normal distribution looks like this. So if you take a look at this, statistically, 68% of all data should be within 1 standard deviation below and above the mean. 95% of all data should be within 2 below and above the mean. And 99.7 should be -3 to 3 standard deviations amongst the mean, okay? So that's what a normal curve looks like. Ours is not a normal curve, okay? But this is what we want to try to shoot for. This is what's called a bell curve. So what we're going to do is for homework, you guys are going to go here. We're going to take a look at the coronavirus throughout the counties in Ohio. You're going to take your calculator, type in all the numbers for those that are the number that's infected for all the counties in Ohio and L1. Find the mean, find the standard deviation, create your histogram just like we did here, and then see if we're normally distributed or not. And then tell me, where is Medina County located? Is it 1, 2, 3 above the mean? 1, 2, 3 below the mean? So take a look at that and see how we compare with the other counties. So try that, see how you do, and let me know.